Hello and welcome back to The Single Society. This is the podcast that explores singles life through the much more positive lens that it really deserves. My name is Jo, and in today's episode I am going to be taking you behind the scenes of what it looks like to run a singles night. As well as hosting this podcast, I run regular singles nights in Manchester, in York, Leeds, Bristol, and there's lots more places coming up soon. So what I wanted to tell you a little bit more about is how I get ready for a singles night, because hopefully that will give you more insight as to what the nights are really like and give you some ideas of how you can get ready as well. So the first thing I need to do when I get ready is prepare all of the things that I take to a singles night that you as an attendee then get to enjoy on the night. So I have this huge bag that I carry around with me filled with all the different things that are there to make the night as fun and as relaxing and enjoyable as possible for you. So the first thing that I have are some hygge conversation cards. Now, hygge is a Danish word that roughly translates to meaning cozy. And that is the goal of the singles nights. I want them to feel as cozy and relaxed as possible so that when you first arrive, you can just get settled into the space. On those hygge conversation cards, there are 3 different questions. It normally only takes 1, maybe 2 to really get the conversation flowing. So when I'm getting ready, that is the first thing I will make sure I have packed in my bag. I will have those hygge conversation cards. Now, I will confess, they do sometimes come with me on personal trips and holidays and things as well. The thing that I love them for is if I am traveling with friends, they are perfect for things like airport security, where no one is happy, everyone is stressed, and you just need something to lighten the mood and spark an interesting conversation. The next thing I will make sure I have packed and ready in my bag is lots of different quizzes. Now, we have 2 different kinds of quizzes at the singles nights that I run. There are picture rounds of quizzes, so trying to work out what something is from the pictures, and there's loads of different themes. This is a really easy one. So when you first arrive and you're getting settled into the space, perhaps you're feeling a little bit nervous, which is very human, very normal. You can just take a look at this picture round of the quiz, have a little go at it with the team that you are sat with. The next kind of quiz is a quiz box, and I will make somebody on the team a quiz master. So basically that sounds hard, but it's actually much easier because whoever is quiz master is in charge of running the quiz. They've got all the answers, and again, it's how it sounds. The goal is just to do as many questions as you can do. And then the final thing I need to make sure that I have in my bag when I'm packing everything ready to go is games. Now, I have loads of different games. It always surprises people to learn that the most popular by far is Cards Against Humanity. Now, there's loads of other choices. You could do Uno, you could do Double, there's lots of family fun games as well. Cards Against Humanity is a nice one for breaking down boundaries. And last but not least, in fact, is pens. Boring but important for the quizzes, and I seem to lose them endlessly, forever buying new pens to bring with me to singles nights. So that is one of the most important parts of me getting ready to host, is just making sure I have that bag fully packed with all the different things needed for you to enjoy. I obviously also need to be ready in myself. So a couple of the other things I wanted to share with you are the kind of things I would wear to host, which obviously a little bit different from what you might choose to wear as an attendee, but not completely so. And then also the things that I will do to make sure that I'm feeling calm, that I'm feeling positive, and that I'm ready to meet all of you wonderful people who are attending. So if I start with outfits, first of all, the vibe that I go for with a singles night is very much relaxed casual, which I know can sometimes sound like the phrase of death, because what on earth does it actually mean? I'll give you some examples. So I would wear a dress, for example, but with flats, not heels. I'd maybe wear jeans, sort of smart jeans, nice top. You don't need to be formal. There's no expectation that you're going to dress up and be really fancy for it, but it is nice to just, put your best foot forward. And for me as a host as well, I want to feel like, I'm fitting into that vibe. I work with really beautiful independent venues, but very much I and the other hosts are there purely to host, not to be part of the event. Comfort is key. I would definitely encourage you, myself, anyone hosting to wear a comfortable outfit that is going to last through the evening. And then finally, I absolutely love hosting singles nights and getting to know all of you. But it's really important to me that when I arrive at the event, I am in the most positive headspace possible and that I can greet you all and welcome you all and make sure you feel safe in the space. So part of that for me beforehand is just making sure that I feel really relaxed, ready to go, ready to greet everyone. And for me, that often looks like having a quiet hour before I come to the event. I will have a lighter dinner, which again, I would encourage you to make sure you've eaten beforehand as well. I will maybe journal, I will maybe meditate, even if it's just for 5-10 minutes before coming, because it just helps make sure that I am in the right headspace and can ensure that you are all as well looked after as possible. So of course, it's different for me than it will be for you, but a lot of these things I would encourage you to take on as well. Wearing something comfy, something that makes you feel like you, making sure you're in the right headspace. These are all things that are going to enable you to really make the most of a singles night. And if you'd like to come, you can find a link with all the details in the description of this podcast. Can't wait to see you at one.